Alright guys, welcome back to INSANEBRIT Gaming. I'm INSANEBRIT and I've done all the transfers for Chelsea. Not only that, Arsenal, Manchester United, Inter Milan, AC Milan, Napoli, Lille, everyone, PSG. It has been crazy, but I do it as because I enjoy it anyway, so it's no biggie to me. Of course, the new game is coming out in 30 days time, but at the same time, I wanted to do it on this previous game just after those changes were made. Also, I have a video on out on how to, if you're not planning on picking up the new FIFA and you're like a Nottingham Forest fan or a Fulham fan and you're like, man, I don't want to play in the Championship for a year before I get into the actual Premier League, I've actually found a way, or say found a way, I just did a tutorial on basically how to put any team in the Premier League so you compete with the likes of Chelsea, Man City, and I'll have that video out later on today, or it might already be out. But anyway, I'm not going to do the groups for the Champions League. I know we're in it and that's good enough for me at this point in time. It is what it is. I disabled the transfers because we don't want to make any changes to the squads up until January. So we're going to be going into the full, or the majority of this season with what they've got legit, what they've bought in real life. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. So I'm going to show you the squad, obviously, that we've got and what we'll be rolling with. Obviously, it's the first team. You know, like the likes of Sterling, Mendy. Kovacevic, Kante will start. Fofana, whatever it will start at right back, ahead of Aspilicueta because he's getting on in age. Even though Aspilicueta's stats are higher, etc., he has been bought specifically for the pace of and everything else, and his tackling is absolutely brilliant. So I'm just going to put Chelsea rebuild. I did do a Real Madrid rebuild and PSG one, but I'll just skip this, it doesn't really matter. I picked a generic manager anyway. We're going to skip the friendlies because we don't want anyone getting injured for the season. So let's just skip that and roll right on into the first game, as it were. So, or look at the squad. So this is the actual squad itself. Kante, Havertz, Aubameyang, Sterling. I cannot see the likes of Sterling and Aubameyang being left out because Sterling's been too good this season. Mason Mount hasn't been that great. So it'd be a battle between Mason Mount on that right side and Havertz competing. Pulisic will also be competing on that left side for Sterling, etc. But if you look, Brozier, by the way, has signed a new long-term contract, which is great. If you look here at the actual squad itself, though, it's fairly balanced. There's not a lot of hangers-on now. Ross Barkley's gone, 200,000 a week, been released. Hudson-Odoi went on loan. You know, it's just a fairly balanced squad. It's not too overblown, you know what I mean? So we've still got tons of quality there and should be able to do the job. It is what it is. So yeah, and of course Selena is the youth goalkeeper that will join us in January, but in real life he will probably compete with the likes of Kepa and everything, but in the game he's not going to compete. He's too low ranked at 52, etc. So yeah, that's just the way it's going to be. Cucurella could be on the bench, but we've got so many people here, I don't see the point of putting them on there. It is what it is. Anyway, so what I was going to do is I was going to watch each game with you kind of scenario when I simulate it, but at the same time I think that's going to take too long and I don't want this video going on forever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way to January and basically we're going to stop it here just after the Liverpool game and we'll see where we are in the league, and who's near relegation, etc., and then who's top goal scorer, and then after that I will go to the end of the season and see where we end up, if we get any cups, if we win the league, who knows. So I'll see you in a bit, guys. Alright guys, we've made it to January, but they're not going to show us the league until I just skim these last two matches, so because they're cup games against Tottenham and someone else. So will we beat them? We lost to Tottenham in a cup and we have a cup. We've got to beat these guys surely. So we're out of one cup at this point and we won 3-0. Okay, or 3-1. So let's come out of the that and let's have a look at our league positionings and where everyone is. Okay, we're sitting third with Manchester United at the top, 46 points. Spurs second. Jesus, okay, they have got Conte. We've won 11, lost 5, drawn 5. Man City sitting in fourth. Liverpool won 11, lost 7 games. Villa are on their arses. Everton at 8th, considering the fact they were near relegation last season. Leicester, they ain't bought anybody really, other than that one centre back to replace Fofana, and basically, you know, they still got the majority of their 60-70 million pounds, whatever. Nottingham Forest, they spent 150-160 million, and that's respectable for how much money they spent for them anyway at this point. 9th in their first attempt back in the Premier League. This is in January though. It could all change though. Newcastle 11th. They're trying to make top 10, I suppose. You know, push on maybe Europa League. They have spent X amount of money. West Ham, who were, oh my God, look at Arsenal. That is insane. With Jesus and everyone else, come on. West Ham will be very disappointed though, based on the fact they were near Europa League final, near 14th. That is not good enough with Declan Rice, and they spent X amount of money as well. Arsenal were just ridiculous. They've become a joke. Arteta will be fired for that one. If you look at the bottom, you've got Brentford, Leeds. Damn. Leeds have lost a lot of good players as well. Brighton down there as well. They play really good football. Bournemouth, I'm not surprised to see there. Southampton, not too surprised. So I expected probably Bournemouth, Southampton to be down there. Maybe Brentford, but you know, it's just ridiculous, that Arsenal situation. Leeds, I feel, should be a little bit higher, but it is what it is. Fulham have spent wisely, getting some goals. They're not, you know, respectable position for Fulham. Let's have a look at the top goal scorers. Ronaldo with 17 goals and 21 appearances. Vardy with 12. Coutinho with 11. Manchester United's Fernandes. Kane with 10. Lingard's there. Nottingham Forest with 10 goals. Haaland with 10. I'm trying to see. Jesus with 8 goals. My God, man. That's terrible. I can't even see Chelsea, to be honest with you. Rashford. Chelsea's, where the hell? He's down the bottom. Sterling with 6 goals. I can't even see, what's his name? Aubameyang. That's ridiculous. It is what it is. And then we've got assists there. Vinicius, of course they bought him. Ronaldo with assists. Grealish as well. And then Alisson with 5 clean sheets. With Mendy with 5. But again, we kept clean sheets. But Aubameyang, I've not seen even on the top goal scoring anything. So that kind of sucks. Alright, so we are sitting... Sorry. Hold on, I don't want to see these transfers. Why the hell is it just showing me that now? Alright, so yeah, so we're sitting in 3rd at this point in January, with Manchester United sitting up the top. We've got to try and change that round. Spurs sitting 2nd. I don't like the idea of him finishing above us, but we're a better quality side, I feel, so we should be above Spurs anyway. Man City creeping up on us only by 1 point. We're not that far ahead of them. Having said that, Liverpool as well. Wow, Aston Villa turned it around, haven't they? Look, 6 going on for Champions League position, or trying to anyway at this point, with like Steven Gerrard as manager. Alright, so let's see where we end up at the end of the season, and with what cups and what have you. So okay, so that's the end of that. So let's go to the last match, which will be Nottingham Forest, and the day after. Alright guys, I'll sim this, and now we'll have a look about what we won. Well guys, as you can tell, I was sacked. I had 3 games to go in the league and it was over. I got knocked out of the Champions League by Manchester United in the semi-final, and I lost in the cup in the semi-finals, or possibly the final, I think it was semi-final, to Tottenham. So yeah, I thought it would be a top 4 and a couple of cups or whatever, cup finals, and essentially I reached the semi-final of the Champions League. I got knocked out very early on of the Carabao Cup, but the FA Cup I lost to Tottenham, or I lost out in the semi-final, and then I don't know where I ended up in the league. We have been fired. We didn't even get to see where we ended up in the fucking league. So in conclusion, at this point in time, I would say, theory, we make top 6, we go to a couple of cup finals, we lose, and Tuchel could get sacked at this point. I don't know, based on everything that I'm seeing right now. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully we, hopefully I like the idea of going on to win the league. But if we don't, I like the idea of us being top 4 and getting to a couple of finals and winning them. It is what it is, because essentially at this point, Chelsea Football Club is his team now. At this point, he's bought all the players that he wanted to bring in. There's no excuses. He now has to make it work. So this video hasn't ended the way I wanted it to end. I'm very disappointed in that. But what else can I do? It is what it is. Bad omen for Chelsea this season. Will Tuchel be sacked? Hopefully not. And it is what it is. Hopefully we get to a couple of finals. Whether we win the league or not, how it's looking, I don't know. We've lost a few games or drawn or whatever. We can't win it right now, but we can definitely lose it, as the old saying as it goes. We were third. We were third at Christmas, so I don't know how we dropped off the rails, etc. Throughout the season in the second part, but it is what it is. Alright guys, please like, share, comment and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, links are in the description below. I'll see you in the next one. Or by the way, sorry, FIFA 23, and the next FIFA Sim will be out possibly Sunday. Yeah, probably Sunday. Yeah, that will be Chelsea versus Zagreb. And of course, I'll be starting up a brand new season when it comes to FIFA 23 in a month's time, etc. And then I've got a new playthrough coming out this week as well. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next playthrough or whatever. Thanks so much for watching.